community loves the chorale. I know that from my school and from my church. The impact that music has on people is incredible.
These are dedicated, talented people trying to bring significant artistic experiences to the mountain community.
I've really enjoyed working and singing with this group of people because there's so many different people in the chorale. It's such a kind of diverse community.
I feel very fortunate to have this organization and the quality of the people that are involved with it.
We've got firemen, we've got police officers, judges, FBI agents.
How many singers and actors and directors and choreographers and musicians have created all these years of music? It takes, a village.
We started in 1972 by Roy Sieber and his wife Ruth, asking people to come and share in singing.
And we got together in their living room, just a few of us, and built the choir from the chorale from that point.
Got a phone call, said, "Hey, we just lost our director. Would you come up and audition?" And I said, "Well, certainly." I thought, my gosh, I've tied up with a bunch of professionals, and they were so focused and so supportive that first rehearsal, and that didn't change.
We started out with one north-south building that had been used for summer camps, church choirs. It had no heat, no bathrooms. It was a flat floor, so we used to have to use plywood on top of cinder block with folding chairs.
It was treacherous to be in there, but then everyone started working to make it the Performing Arts Center of Evergreen.
And the building that we have today is a result of all that work.
I don't know that I could come up with any one favorite. What would you pick?
Well, if you're talking major works, mine is Carmina Burana for sure.
When I was working full-time and came to Carmina rehearsals, it never failed to uplift me. But a lot of the old-time favorites, whether it's Guys and Dolls or My Fair Lady, Brigadoon was another one that I loved.
My first production was Oklahoma in the spring of 1978. So I had just turned 8 through the course of that production.
Oh, it was during a dance number, and Elaine was up front with the dancing, which she did so beautifully. All the electricity went out. And Larry ran out to the telephone pole that's out there, it's still there I think, and put a new fuse in. And the lights came on, and my orchestra musicians had not missed a beat.
My son Kevin was 5, turned 6 during the show, and this was State Fair, and we're out there as a family, and that's the other thing. Sometimes shows come along where everybody can be in it. And he's standing there in a scene in the show, holding his little balloon, and he says to me, "Can you hold this?" And I said, "Kevin, we're in a scene." And he says, "But I gotta go to the bathroom." And he leaves, he comes back on, the scene's still going.
Of course, the show we just finished, 1776, was a wonderful show.
I have never in my life seen such a committed group of singers, actors be so into a production and care so much about its message. The Messiah concert for the 40th anniversary of the chorale, we performed at Central Presbyterian Church downtown, which is such a great space. When it was finally time for the Hallelujah chorus to happen, I gave the downbeat and suddenly the sound erupted. And I think everybody had goosebumps.
Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah.
It's been so major for me to have had the chorale and the singing, the other wonderful friends that I've had through the years with the Evergreen Chorale, and knowing that I have sort of a home away from home, and evenings where people can come in and forget about some of the issues that they have at home or at work.
The Evergreen Chorale is very special to have to include so many ages. Katrina was 6 years old in her first show, and we have people that are in their 80s.
I think there's a connection between the kids and parents, because it's not like the parents have their thing and the kids have their thing, that you can be involved together.
And it's really wonderful and somewhat rare in our society, I think, to have people of all these different generations and walks of life work together, cooperate to create a beautiful product.
I'm always learning new things about whether it's performing or even the theories of music and a lot of the specifics.
And I think that with the public school system continually cutting funds and in some cases cutting their arts programs, I don't count on them to provide my children the same experience that I had.
The kids who have the arts, who are active in the arts in school, do better academically without exception.
My wife has been working with the Evergreen Chorale Summer Music Camp, and now she's the director of the camp. We see evidence that her work is good work, because those kids come back year after year, and some of them rave about how it is the highlight of their summer.
And it's fun to have the youngsters that seem to be joining us more and more each year, to have the high school interns.
My friend, she was like, hey, the chorale's doing a Vita. And I was like, I have to do that. And so now I know I want to do something with music, maybe a music teacher.
I've always loved music, I've always loved singing, but it's one of those career paths where it's so specialized and so selective, and it's hard to really do well in that sort of a career, and the chorale has really given me the confidence that I needed.
We're not a Bach choir or a Mozart choir or a jazz choir where we do just one thing. But I think one of the joy of being in a big community chorus is to get all that variety. And we grow with it.
Just bringing in so many different cooperative groups exposes us as artists and the community to all of the different avenues that they have to spend their entertainment dollars on.
I don't know how much the general public even realizes how many hours are spent by the people that do these shows and the people that do the sets and the lighting.
This lobby expansion came from the Evergreen Rotary. They know what we mean to the community. They support what we mean to the community.
We're blessed in Jefferson County to have the SCFD, or the Scientific and Cultural Facilities District, which provides tax dollars to nonprofit community organizations like ours. And so a large part of our annual funding comes from them.
And our benefactors, the people that come to us and contribute, not only through donations, but the people that come and see our shows and are such loyal patrons.
You know, for $20 you can come have some quality entertainment right in your community.
I see the Evergreen Chorale and Center Stage being a place where great works live. Regardless of what is on the poster in front, when you sit down in the seat, you're going to enjoy yourself.
It's a legacy. You know, you just hope that something that you've been involved in will always be there.
And see, we have another 40 years, so.
What I'd like to see is my #1 goal, that I create very happy memories for many, many people. I think these are big goals, and it's a lot of work. And I look forward to it.